Hi everyone and welcome back, and if you're new here, I'm Prakriti, and in today's video I am going to help you out with your makeup base if you have oily or combination skin type. I'm going to show you how you can get a flawless makeup base, and when I say flawless I mean a really good makeup base, not actually flawless because it can't be flawless. I have already done a video like this for dry skin. I did it during winters, so if you guys want to check it out, I am going to link it in the description box because I feel that the cards are not working right now on YouTube and my skin type changes a lot. During summers I will have like a super oily T-zone, and during winters I have a very dry skin. If you have oily skin, your skin is probably producing a lot of sebum, which is melting your makeup and making it ephemeral. Your makeup is not that long lasting. And if you have combination skin, your T-zone is producing a lot of oil and the rest of your face is normal. Now another problem that we are going to address in today's video is why your makeup starts looking cakey after a few hours, or maybe oily, or if you have acne marks they become quite visible. I'm going to talk about prepping your skin, how you can apply foundation, concealer, what primers you can use if you have oily skin or combination skin. So let's get started. First we are going to talk about skin prep. I skip this step most of the times when I shoot a video, so I am going to discuss it today. Skin prep is the most important step to get a good makeup base. You have to prep your skin for all the foundation and base products that's gonna go on your skin. For cleanser, I'm using the Derma AHA BHA cleanser. I have been using this cleanser for a month and I like it a lot. Especially if you're suffering from a lot of breakouts, whiteheads or blackheads, this is a really good cleanser for combination or oily skin. The products I am going to suggest today are specifically for oily or combination skin type. It's not for dry skin, so keep that in mind. You need to start with a cleansed and fresh face. Cleaning your face prior to makeup makes your makeup long lasting. I know you might feel that these are so small steps, how can they make your base flawless or long lasting, but trust me you guys, you need to combine these small things to get a good makeup base that's non-cakey, non-oily, and one that does not reveal excessive texture. You can definitely use a cleanser of your choice for this step. After washing my face, I'm going to do some skincare, and that's going to hold our makeup together for a long time. You can use a serum to keep your skin plump under makeup. I like using Derma's 10% niacinamide and zinc serum because it not only helps with acne marks and hyperpigmentation, but also helps in controlling the sebum secretion, so a big thumbs up for oily skin. Niacinamide is a form of vitamin B3 which is very safe and effective, and the best thing is that this 50 ml variant of the serum is fragrance free. It has 10% niacinamide to help visibly improve large pores and fade acne marks and hyperpigmentation, and zinc to help regulate sebum production, which is actually what we want to control the production of sebum so that it makes our base long lasting. We also want to use the least amount of foundation, so we have to make sure that our skin looks its best, it's nourished, moisturized and protected. I love the consistency and texture of this serum. It does not feel heavy on the skin. It also has some hydrating ingredients that will make your skin plump and glowy. The serum is available on the dermaco.com, Amazon, Flipkart and Nykaa. You can use code Prakriti20 on the dermaco.com to get 20% off on their niacinamide serum. You need to wait for 30 seconds before moving to the next step. Also, before moving forward, if you're trying a new skincare product, a patch test has to be done before applying it all over your face. Then I like going in with sunscreen directly. You can use a moisturizer if you want, but if you have oily skin, you probably don't need one because we are going to apply a generous amount of sunscreen, and I think that will be enough. You definitely have to protect your skin from the sun. I am using the Derma 1% Hyaluronic Sunscreen Aqua Gel and applying a generous amount on my face and neck. This has an SPF of 50 and it's fragrance free. It has a quick absorbing formula, great for oily skin. There is a tiny bit of white cast, but it can be taken care of by dabbing the sunscreen into your skin. This sunscreen is very light on the skin, and I feel that it's specifically made for oily and combination skin type. After completing your skincare, I suggest that you wait for a minute before going in with your primer. It will ensure that all the products are in place and we are ready to apply a primer. Let's get to primers. If you have oily skin, you probably have large pores. The type of primer you should be looking for is a silicone based primer that blurs your pores and mattifies your skin. If you are looking for a handy product, you can also buy a primer stick, which I am using in today's video. If a primer has ingredients that end in cone, silicate, methicone, silicone or siloxane. Then you have a silicone based primer, and that's what you need for oily or combination skin. These primers glide like butter on your skin and make your face extremely smooth and velvety. Along with filling pores, fine lines and wrinkles, they also make your makeup long lasting during summers and monsoon. This is a type of primer that oily skin should use, and if you have combination skin, try to focus the primer mainly in the T-zone. You don't have to apply it all over your face. Also, a silicone based primer is very light on the skin. It feels like nothing. The application part is equally important. You have to press and spread this primer to make sure it locks the pores. Next is color correction. Any type of color correction should be done after the primer. I have a detailed video on color correction that I will link in the description box. I generally correct my dark circles and the hyperpigmentation around my mouth. While color correction, you have to make sure that you are using it as a tint on your skin and not as an actual color. Apply very little, blend, and if you need more, apply more, otherwise just leave it to that. Also, color correction is not necessary for everyone. A little bit of discoloration can easily be covered with a concealer. Up next is foundation. I'm using the Lakme 9 to 5 Primer Plus Matte Foundation for today's video. If you have oily skin, try to opt for foundations having matte finish. Always start with your problem areas. In my case, it's my hyperpigmentation. If you apply foundation on the good areas of your face first, you will end up using more than what's needed because you are covering the good areas and you're making them look flawless. Now, if you compare these good areas to the flawed areas of your face, your brain will kind of trick you into thinking that you need more coverage on the problem areas because you are comparing it to a flawless part of your face. So start with the problem areas first and then spread the foundation slowly to the other parts of your face. The main reason people end up with a cake face is dropping the foundation directly on the face or using more than what's needed. You have to remember that you have more products that are going to go on your face. This type of application takes time, but it's totally worth it and it's the best way to apply foundation according to me. You can always add more foundation, but you cannot subtract it from your face. So once it's there, it's fixed, it's a part of your base. In the end, you just want to go in with a sponge and smooth everything out if there are any brush strokes. Then we will apply concealer. A concealer is meant to cover specific areas of concerns. You can use it for highlighting as well if you are going for a glam look. The first shade I'm using is the Pure Beige from LA Girl Pro Conceal HD. This is something I use to cover my dark circles. So I apply a little bit under my eyes and around my nose to cover all the discoloration. For blending, you can either use a brush or sponge. I love my PAC 218 concealer brush, so I'm using that. For highlighting, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This concealer is full coverage, so make sure that you use the least amount. The reason why I do not go with a highlighting concealer directly is because I need my dark circles to be concealed before I highlight. So I use the LA Girl one just like a base to conceal the dark circles before I highlight and emphasize that area. Next is setting. It's very important to set your face, especially if you have oily skin. If you follow all the steps I mentioned, you will not require a lot of powder and touch-ups probably. First, I'm going to use the K-Beauty Compact and I will be setting my entire face with a little bit of this powder, starting with the under eyes. Then I'm going to use a loose powder for my under eyes. I'm going to focus it in an inverted triangle under my eyes. This will serve as an ultimate under eye highlight and you don't have to apply a lot of powder. Now the last step for our base is going to be a little bit of cream contouring, which will bring back some life to my face. We finished the highlighting part with the concealer. Now we need to provide some structure to the face. Again, I'll not suggest to go in with the contour stick directly. Basically, don't draw lines all over your face because you may or may not be able to blend it to satisfaction. What you can do is pick the cream contour on a brush, dab it a couple of times on your hand to get rid of any extra product and then apply it. If you are a beginner, just apply it on the natural shadows of your face, like the hollow under your cheekbones, hairline if you have a big forehead like me, jaw, and a tiny bit on the sides of your nose. And for overall contour, I'd say that you don't have to have that extra snatched look for now, especially if you are a beginner. And that's it for your base. You can do powder contour, add some powder blush as well. Trust me, you need only this much product if you're doing makeup in real life. Camera is a whole different story. If you want me to show you the camera version of this look as well, let me know in the comments. That's it for the video. I really hope that you guys find this video helpful. If you have any tips of your own, feel free to mention those in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.